Alrighty, guys, I'm Morthadon, bringing you Promise Neverland episode 7. So last episode was a pretty good one. I think I remember it being more of like a builder. It was I guess it did have a lot of interesting points. We learned I really liked the Morse code thing. I almost forgot about that. The Morse code in the books was amazing. We had the tension between Dawn and them being in the room. I believe that was the last episode, right? Because the previous episode left on the cliffhanger of someone opening the door and ended up just being the little kid, which I have theories about as well. I forget his name, but then then they stole the key and they went into Mom's side room. They found all like the little toys and everything, that are like her trophies, essentially, is what I called them, from all the kids that were taken and eaten. But the whatchamacallit, towards the end, we were left with a slight cliffhanger, which we've known that Krone and Isabella know who the people are that know the truth. But Krone confronted them, said, "I know you guys know, I heard you, would you like to team up?" And now, I'm pretty sure she's lying about the team up. I don't think she actually wants to team up. If they agree, I think they're gonna get screwed over somehow. But it's very interesting stuff. We also had a little bit of redemption for Dawn. I don't think it's that easy to get over his emotions and everything. I feel like he's still gonna be more emotional and maybe hinder the mission in some ways, but he, realized his problems and kind of addressed them a bit, so that's good. But yeah, it's a very interesting stuff, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Real quick, something I had wrong with my Patreon is I don't think it was letting you guys sign up right now. I think it was gonna force you to wait until the beginning of the month and then it would charge you. But not that I expect anyone to have tried, but in case anybody had tried and you weren't able to subscribe right away, you can check back again. You should be able to do that right now. It should have the immediate charge thing set up. Sorry about that if any of you guys did, and sorry I wasted your time if no one did. But anyway, let's get into the episode. That's all I want to talk about real fast. So yeah. Alright, we're going to start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Oh boy. I'm sick, guys. I'm green. Now I'm white. Okay, starting right where we left off. Alright. I'm guessing Norman's gonna try to play her, too. She's not afraid to say what she wants. If she helps kids get away and they find out, though, she is not going to be a mom. Oh! I knew it! I knew they were probably kids at one point. I wonder if Isabella's the same way. Oh! Na 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 na. This intro, getting hyped. I like how, so every other episode had that at the intro right at the very beginning, but they decided to give us that right before the intro. Clever. This intro is so hype. I love it. I actually have been listening to the song here and there just in my spare time. Which I don't do a lot for most anime, by the way, guys. It's not a lot. There's a few songs I've gone and listened to. I mostly just forget. I'd love to have a playlist, but I've been too lazy to make one. Na, 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 na. Oh, so good. All right. Huh, really? Hmm. Interesting. Ooh. Well, that's one way to keep him there. I mean, it makes sense what she's saying, but I still think she's too insane. I think this is like a cover. I don't think she's like fully confessing her true feelings. Norman's got that face. He's about to use her, I think. It's a good question. Sorta. Those terms always have a fallback. She's so weird. She's so like animated, like dancing around, walking around him in circles. That like spin she did in the last episode. Yeah. I agree with them. Right. Hmm. Yeah, I suppose. Oh shoot. Damn pop up. I hope it didn't mess. I don't think it messed anything up. I think we're good. Hmm. Yep. True. Norman's got the smarts. I'm pretty sure Don is younger than them, but he's so tall. It's crazy. I mean, obviously, like, kids are different height, different ages, so. I mean, I was over 6 feet all of high school, so. Ooh, she got a package from outside, and we're seeing her perspective. That's always interesting. Her perspective when it doesn't have to do with the kids. What's all this stuff? I wonder if it's some of the stuff that Ray asked for. Or did he already get that? Jesus. The camera shots they do in the show. I say it every episode. There's at least a couple in every single episode that are just like, that was weird. That was unique. Oh, she fixed her baby. Kind of. Gather that info. That's a good question. Very dramatic. Hmm. Was that info totally correct? She said in your ear, right about here, and she pointed, but isn't it behind it? And was it the left ear? I can't remember. I can't tell if she lied or not. Shoot. Ugh. Stop it, show. Infections, I agree, but can you have blood loss from cutting your ear? I feel like it would take you a long time to bleed out from your ear. Wow, she's only 26? Interesting. And the outside. Oh, she hasn't seen it. Hmm. Interesting. Huh. Gotcha. That was one of my theories. I'll talk about that more after. Alright. They look so angry. Uh-oh. What is she doing? Hmm. That's not proof, though. That's not enough proof for the higher-ups, though. I believe, anyway. Regardless of that, she still needs proof. Hmm. Him? She talking about Ray? Something he might have done in the past, maybe? And then they cut to Ray. I think it might be something Ray did in the past. Oh, and yep, I think I was right about the stuff that was in that box might have been for photos. The first time it's seen a camera? Okay. Interesting. So they don't have any pictures of anyone there? That's interesting. She's looking at herself. Look! I'm so pretty and crazy looking. Alright. Ding. Uh-oh. It's about time for what? What are you gonna do, Mom? Uh-oh. So they're doing their plan to check around the outside while Mom is about to do some kind of plan, too. Alright. Something's gonna go wrong with the plan. I feel it. Emma's reaction. So it's gonna be the first time they see it too. So they've had like decent, like they haven't had many drawbacks yet. So I'm thinking maybe. Oh, so she can't figure out their plan. I wonder if she knows about the things that Ray gets. Ugh. Her face is. Freaking cameras. It's like, it's so unique. Like, it's weird, but I like it. Uh oh. Let's hope they moved it. Oh god. Is this little kid gonna have seen something? Oh, never mind, okay. Uh oh. Her excuse gave her a thought, maybe? Uh oh. I hope it's a note that says, like, it's not here, you fuck. I'm just kidding. Is it the picture? Or is it a note? What is it? What? You talking to us there, Krone? Oh, talking to the doll, okay. I actually like. I like Krone as a bad guy. Uh oh. What? Oh, a letter opener. Very dramatic there, Isabella. Uh oh. She's leaving? God, the sound effects. Ah, that's the end! Ah! I want to know what was written! What's Isabella's weakness? Where's Krone going? This outro. It's so peaceful after what we just saw. Definitely can't beat the outro. Definitely stands no chance against the intro, but it's still not bad. But yeah, I guess some stuff to talk about the possible outside. So that'll be good. Alright. After credits? Nope. Doesn't look like it. Okay. Alright, guys, so that is the end of episode 7. That was good. My friend mentioned that it was a cliffhanger, and I don't really see that as a cliffhanger much. Like, there is left out information that we need to find out, but I don't see that too much of a cliffhanger. My friend freaked out about it, which is interesting. But yeah, so that episode was very good. I enjoyed it, every bit of it. Krone is a crazy, crazy person, and I love how animated she is, and like, I love how they wrote her, like with all of her movements and everything. Like sometimes I think the faces are a little over the top, but she's awesome. I like her as a villain, I guess. But I want to talk about the outside because if Krone was telling the truth, which there's still no guarantee because she still seems to not know everything, but she claims there's humans at Abenda headquarters. They're the ones that bring the clothes and stuff, and they're on equal footing with the monsters. Which, if that is true, that was one of the theories I had a while ago, was that, I think it was like one of the first episodes, I came up with a bunch of different theories of what the outside could be like. One of them being that these farms are like allocated space for the monsters. Like, kinda like what Krone said, living like equally with humans, the monsters have their own share of the land to ensure the monsters race survives and the humans survive. They gave them this plot, like this place, and they're able to, have their farms where they raise humans to eat. And it's interesting. It's crazy how sophisticated the monsters are. If they are the ones that design like the chips that go in the chest that stop your heart and everything, like you'd think monsters like that would be monsters, like, non-thinking beasts, but we did see them intellectually like having conversation, and we also saw them at the dinner table. I think that was a dinner table, at a table once, like all sitting around it having like a civil chat. So they're definitely like, they're monsters, but they're civilized in a way. It's just their food source is us humans, which obviously makes them seem evil, but you gotta do what you gotta do to survive. Humans might be the only thing they can eat. Now, humans could just be a delicacy and they enjoy eating it, and they could eat, cow, pig, other stuff, but who knows, maybe they need to eat human to survive, so they're not as evil as it sounds, which is weird to say, because eating people, obviously, like, killing and eating another, like, intellectual creature, there's weird boundaries where, like, we kill cows and pigs, so how does that make them different than us? But then also cows and pigs don't have, like, they don't speak, I'm pretty sure they don't think. I don't think, like, animals have thought processes in their heads, like we do. So, like, there is, like, this fine line that is crossed where, like, you could see them as evil, or you could see them as doing what it takes to survive, but it's very interesting stuff. I'm wondering how accurate Krone's info is. Like, I don't know if we should be taking that as is, like they're gonna get outside and it's just gonna be like humans living normal lives, and then the monsters living their lives, however it works. I don't know if they're sectioned off, like maybe, we don't even know where this show is based. So like, we know it's an anime, but that doesn't mean it's based in Japan. There's been other animes that have been based in other locations. So, but like if it is Japan, it could be like half of Japan cut in half. One side's the monsters, one side's the humans. They don't cross lines, and they do what they want in their own sectors. But or Krone was lying, doesn't really know, kind of made it up just to give them some info, and it could just be a whole world ruled by monsters and, barely any humans on the outside. But I guess in a way that does fit with how the Morse code got into the books, is because there's still people on the outside, making books, making, all that, and there's someone who knows about the farms and doesn't think it's right and is trying to like fight against it. So it does kind of coincide with that, which is interesting. But moving on to what else happened in the episodes, so they're moving up their timetable a bit because of Krone, and so they're gonna try to escape sooner, which is interesting because I want them to escape because I want to see what's on the outside before the end of the series. I'm gonna be kind of sad if it's something where I gotta wait for season 2, because yes, I could go read the manga, but then that spoils the anime for me if it ever gets a season 2. And that's one bad thing about watching anime, is sometimes it's just like an advertisement for the manga, and they never do a season 2. But sometimes they do season 2s like way later. Like, what was it? I guess the best example that comes to my mind is like Ao no Exorcist. That one of the first, not, I shouldn't say one of the first, but like, if I were to take a handful of animes that I watched from the beginning, it'd be one of those handfuls it'd be in. It was very early on that I watched the first season, which was a decent amount of time ago that I watched, and they came out with a second season recently. So, like, that just goes to show that it can be, like, 5 years or more, and suddenly they'll come out with another season. And if you had read the manga because you decided, oh, they're never going to pick this up, then you're screwed. You already know what happens, unless of course you're like me and you forget half the shit you read or watch after like a few years anyway. But it still wouldn't be a total surprise. You'd be like, oh yeah, I remember reading that, instead of it being like a total, like I said, total surprise. But anyway, enough about that. I just want to see them get out before the end of the season. But yeah, I want to know what Krone found. What kind of weakness would Ray know about that we wouldn't know about? Or do we know about it and we're just not thinking of it? I'm not sure. I'm trying to think of the things that Ray has told like Norman in the group about Isabella, which isn't much. So it's super interesting. I really want to know. But also, it seems like the move that Mom was making was she wants to get rid of Krone. She originally brought Krone in for help, but it seems like she knows that, Isabella knows that Krone is trying to take her position and now she wants her out. Now, something I just thought of was maybe this could be a red herring, because she showed her the envelope from headquarters and she said this is bye-bye or whatever, but that doesn't mean Krone is leaving. It might be a letter saying like, Ray is the next one we're taking. And she just said like this is bye-bye as a misdirect to us to trick us. But unless like I read those, and if I'm remembering the subtitles wrong, it might have been more direct showing that like she leaves. But she also freaked out in a way that wouldn't be as freaking out if it was Rey that was leaving. I don't think she'd like act that way. So I think it might be her leaving, but I'm interested about that. I guess in that regard, we don't know what either note says. The one that was left underneath the nightstand, and the one that was brought from headquarters. Both notes we don't know. So in a way, my friend's cliffhanger, you could see it as that. But it's very interesting. Yeah, I don't know what Mom's Isabella's other weakness could be. But yeah. Good shit though, guys. That was a good episode. I'm not sure that I have much else to say because I just my little brain can't come up with the ideas that could be her weakness that we've already seen, you know, like obviously you could make up anything, like, and if it's something made up that wasn't hinted at before, then you know, you could go on for days guessing what her possible weaknesses could be, you know, but I have no idea. Like, out of what's been hinted, we don't know a lot about Isabella, unless, like, Krone doesn't know about the side room. But I don't see how that could be viewed as a weakness. It's more like, I'm sure every farm has one of those side rooms to keep, like, the communication stuff, so I don't see that as a weakness. What else do we know about Isabella that wasn't just told to us by Krone? No idea. But yeah, so I guess that's probably it for this episode. I feel like my discussion was a little short for this one, but I don't really have much else to say, so it's not like I can just keep rambling. But thank you guys for watching, and I look forward to the next one. I look forward to find out more information, find out more about the outside and everything, and all that. So hope you guys enjoyed, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.